Akechi Diadi Simon. Mr. Akechi Diadi Simon is the teacher to the champion, Emmanuel Ayokwe, senior category, first position of the just completed Scholars Cambridge Maths competition. He's also the teacher to Udoye Chinechere, right? First runner
Yes.
up, first runner up, junior category, Scholars Cambridge Mathematics competition, and also he's a teacher to Madwa Buchi, the third runner-up senior category. Mr. A.K. Chidiadi Simon produced three out of the 12 finalists. Am I correct?
Yes, you're correct.
And the Scholars Cambridge Maths competition, this is for the South South and Southeast region. We have over 20 schools registered with almost 400 students in participation. This only goes to show that this is not guesswork. Mr. A.K. Chidiadi Simon is no doubt a kingmaker, he's a champion maker, and it's an opportunity to draw insights from the tireless work. First off, why did you choose to teach? It's difficult to, want to stay there. It's something that is not so rewarding, you know, at least at first, at this scale, at this scale. So what drives you? Why did you choose to stay here and mentor these kids and build all this?
Okay. It's passion. Passion. I'm this type of person that likes to teach. I derive joy doing that. I can teach and teach and teach for free. I see that God has given me the talent that I need to pass it on. So I do everything I can to make sure I pass it to somebody who is willing to take it. So I think it's passion. It's my hobby to teach.
Okay, okay. So what does it take? What does it feel like? These are one of those few days you get in an entire year that your work is paying off. You know, um, it's difficult and it's easy to complain. I always say it's easy to complain when the students are not scoring the right grades. When it's difficult to show the result of the hours, the tireless hours you put in into teaching and developing these children. And then we are here finally. I think we had about 7 Mount students out of 16, right? Is it 16? 8 times 3, 24. 7 or 8 Mount students who were our finalists,
Yeah, there are seven
so
in number.
okay, 7 in number. That's to show that
Yes.
the fact that only 3 made it to our top 12, you still had a good number of people. So what does it feel like, that it shows that the hard work is paying somehow, we're seeing results? And how would you encourage a teacher that's actually not come to this stage where it's the evidence is there that yes, you're putting in a lot of work?
Well, it feels great to win a competition, and there are other competitions we go also and we don't win. All I know is that if you go for competitions you don't win, you ask yourself, where did you not do well? Check those areas you didn't do well, work on those areas and improve on it for a better performance next time. So, actually, we've been teaching and teaching. I prepared them. I know I brought out my best hands for this competition. In as much as not all of them made it to the final, but as you can see, as you rightly said, you know that for 7 of my students to be in the final, that a lot of work was indeed done. I don't just teach. Like in Mount Olive College, we don't just teach. We inspire, we encourage them. Whatever they do is what they see you doing. So we encourage, inspire them a lot. So they also try their possible best to bring out the best in whatever they do. Yeah.
Let us talk about Mount Olive. How long have you been working? How long have you been teaching at Mount Olive?
Yeah, this is getting to 4 years now.
Wow, that's a lot of time investment for someone who is not patient. That's a
Yes.
lot of time investment. What stands out for you from Mount Olive? Why Mount Olive? Why not somewhere else? Because for you to choose a place as a math teacher to stay and commit yourself, there must be something about Mount Olive. Maybe take this opportunity to tell people about, tell teachers now what you like, the work community, the relationship between the management and everything. Tell us about Mount Olive College, Anambra State.
Okay. Mount Olive College, Anambra State is not just a school like other schools. In Mount Olive, they will train you to not only know how to do a particular thing, but making excellence your hobby. Everything we do in Mount Olive is excellence personified. You don't just do it because you want to get paid. You are doing it because it's a vocation, it's a calling. You do it with the best of your ability. In fact, we take things in Mount Olive College personal. There are so many things to mention. I don't want it to look as if I'm boasting or something. From the jam performances, our students scoring as high as 97% in mathematics, to tell you, I'm picking just mathematics just to tell you how they are in mathematics. If a student can score as high as 97 out of 100 in mathematics jam, you will know that other teachers in the school also are giving their best. So I call Mount Olive College a place where you will never go back the same way you come. We model students, both character and in learning. Not just saying it, we actually do it. If you have been opportune to watch the way my students behave when they sit here for competition, you will notice that they are cultured, they behave well. They don't do what you don't ask them to do. They just follow instruction. They are just a replica of excellence. That's all I have to say for that.
Thank you very much for the patriotism. Thank you very much for the great work. All right, as an authority in the field, the champion maker, you've been doing this for a very, very long time. Um, what would you say? What are your recommendations? And you were with us through the entire process, from the general stage to the contest play stage to the battle stage, and comparing it with the normal traditional written. What are the highlights for you? What do you think um, works and doesn't work?
Okay, I will start from the challenges. I will start. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, I will start from the challenges my
Yes, I can hear
students
you. Go ahead, sir.
complained. Okay, they actually complained that there are questions they solved correct and the system will give them a red light showing that they failed it when they are certain they got such questions. And that also that there are questions, the options that are correct appear twice and when they choose a particular one, to fail them also. It happened to about two or three of my students. For the recommendation, I am really elated and happy for this organization because let me take it personal with the final stage. I was really happy when the introduction of back camera came to board because it gave us the opportunity to see both the front and the back of the contestants. Side view, left and right, we were able to know whether the child is doing it genuinely on their own. And immediately we saw that, it gave us a kind of confidence. We say, yes, let these children compete. Whatever they get out of it, it is their true score. We also want to use the opportunity to thank you for all those your considerations. When a student who chose the correct answers and maybe got something like 5, and another who is faster, maybe he got something like 4, will be having a higher point. You also try to handle it well. Initially, you said accuracy before speed, but a time came you said no, any student that is winning should win outrightly and win with a wide margin. And I think that was the time I started feeling the competition. I, at that point, became very confident that I'm going to win. Yes, that was when I knew that the works we put in place will show. I think that was where the winning came from. I also want to use the opportunity to thank you for all the criticisms, how you handled it, and at the end of the day, we emerged victorious. Thank you so much.
Yeah, exactly. We're committed to, you know, when we're starting off, a lot of the schools that we reached out to were like, all these competitions, they're going to call you to one corner now and give you one fat envelope, and then you just pronounce the winner, and all of that. How are you going to ensure that they are doing things correctly? And so we took all of that into detail. And today I believe we have a model. It was not even perfect at first, but we
Yeah,
kept modifying it. But I'm sure the battle stage is the place where like, no cheater can you cannot cheat your way
survive
of
it.
learning
Yes,
good. And if you see those people who were winning, who had higher accuracy, they had that higher accuracy consistently, even
yes.
until we believe if you're good, you're good. It's not try or luck, you know. And that's why we stayed strong. Um, it's not by chance that you produced this the highest number of okay, maybe Divine had 3 students also, but just in basic. Okay, so you're one of the students that produced the highest number of finalists, of top finalists. Do you have any advice for teachers who really looking for a method to raise champions, to raise not just ordinary students, but students that will lead with margin, students that will set the pace, like you said, to raise models? Do you have like is there how you go about it? Is there a secret?
Okay. Um, the advice I will give anybody who wishes to raise a model is that the person needs to be a model first because it's only an iron that can sharpen an iron. Uh, in this school, we don't just relax the way we are, we continue undergoing series of trainings. We continue getting better each day. Nobody that has come to this school leaves this school the same. We we will continue improving from the way we are today to a better person the next day. So it's just something that is a continuous process. Nobody, even all of us in this school, knows it better. We continue growing. So if somebody wishes to uh, emerge victorious, the person will know that learning never ends because life never stops teaching. Yeah.
That's really true. That's really true. Okay, if looking at the Nigerian industry, especially with the statistics about the high rate of failure in those primary subjects, maths inclusive, if you had one advice generally to the body of teachers, school owners, and students as a way of combating the high failure rate, especially in Nigeria and in Africa, what would that advice be if you were made like the commissioner of education and you needed to do something that can curb, according to WAEC, the pass rate in Nigeria fluctuates between 25 and 40%. The pass rate of those subjects, maths, English, and sciences. If you had an opportunity to do something, what would you do to combat that level of failure, that low pass rate?
Okay. Like I said before, I'll make sure I engage the teachers in various schools to have seminars, trainings to better who they are presently. Also, I will make sure I don't leave the educational sector the way it is. There's no how anything will be better if not monitored. Like I said, excellence is what we are known for. Not that mathematics is easy anyway, but by the time students do it, fail it, do it again, fail it over and over and over again, you see, it will become part of them. So what I'm saying on effect is practice leads to perfection. So let them not have the phobia that mathematics is hard, is difficult. It's never difficult. And some of my students in this school says math is their hobby because the way we bring it, and teachers should also learn how to simplify some of these assumed to be hard topics. Bring out better methods of taking care of them. There are so many methods you bring in, and you see a child who is saying that, oh, math is difficult. Can you hear me? There are
Yes, I
okay.
can
I
hear you.
said there are methodologies a teacher brings in to simplify some of these assumed to be difficult topics. And you see students flowing very well. In this school, students compete. They don't even have phobia for mathematics. They are not afraid of it. They are not because first of all, we talk to them, tell them that it's not difficult, and they would have seen others doing very well in it. Then you raise their standard. We usually raise the standard of our students anyway. Give them some technically twisted questions, and if they are able to get questions that are difficult, then when they meet the ones that are of their level, they will easily take care of it. So I think the best way to go about it is talking to them, let them know that it is not difficult as they assume, and then constant practice leads to perfection. With that, they can do better anywhere.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any students you train online? Like, can you teach a student remotely? Do you have a student you train remotely currently?
I have trained somebody that is going for IGCSE exam online, and he did the exam and made a star
Okay.
online. I think one person. So that was the only person I've trained online.
Okay. Because I'm saying at the level of what you do, there are people that may want to reach out to you, you know, at your level of performance, and then they want you to probably train their kids. At NYTC, we have a platform that allows for that. Okay. And if you want to reach Mr. AK Chidiadi Simeon, maybe to tutor your kids mathematics, he, we can facilitate that. Okay. Um, but should you want to
Yes.
contact him personally, can you tell us your email or your phone number?
Okay. Um, my email is chidiadisimon220@gmail.com. chidiadisimon220@gmail.com. Then my
Okay.
phone
Can you type
number.
that in the private chat so I can flash it?
Okay.
Using the private chat, you can just type it so I can flash it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the email address. Then for my phone number, am I free to type it here?
Yes, you can type it as well.
That is for phone number.
Okay, so this is his email. You can contact him directly, and if you want to speak to him via his phone number, okay. Um, okay, so I've put up your email and phone number. So should you want to contact
Okay.
Mr. Akechi at this time, you can reach out to him on this via this email and phone number to book a session with him. On our platform, scholars.ng, we have that function where you can book tutors to help your kids who may be struggling with mathematics. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Akechidiade Simon. It was good having to talk to you via this platform. I want to really ask that you continue the great work that you're doing in the lives of these kids. It's something that is not going to go unrewarded. We ask that more than you can even be paid, um, God is going to reward you. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you very much once again, Mr. Ekichi Simon, for all that you do for these kids. Okay, so that'll be all for now. Once again, Mr. Ekichi Simon has produced the Three students is the top finalist of the just completed Scholars Cambridge Mathematics competition. He produced the best in the seniors category by name Ogwe Emanuela. She came first in the senior category. And then he also um, produced Madwa Bucci came third in the seniors category. And also Doye Chinecherem came
Chineke
second
Tam.
place in the Chinechetam came second place in the junior category. That goes to show. And then before this top, these people in the top 12, he had about seven students in the top 24 who entered into the battle stage. But this goes to show that he's a veteran in the field, and is committed to excellence in doing this. So you can reach out to him via the contacts we displayed earlier and we are displaying now for any assistance you may require from him. Thank you once more, Mr. AK Chidiade Simon, for your time. That will be all for now. Thank you very much. Very soon we'll meet in person at the awards ceremony,
Yes.
which will be another opportunity to celebrate the great work that you do with these kids. Thank you very much. And